All right. Wanted to check out and see if this live video would do. And I'm going to turn it this way. So, oops, tell me I got to go this way. So, we've actually finished the concrete. And so the whole thing has now got the floors in it. We've got 2 sections done. The third one is on its way. We just got in a little over 900, I think it was like 980 of these bins. Got those in today. So we have started working on those. And we've got some worms over. Hey, AJ. Hey, Rancho. Just thought I'd pop on here because I wanted to do a little testing before we did this next Sunday's live and see if I could figure out how to work this and see if it would actually go and work with the internet in this building. And so far, so good. So thank you, Robert. But we've got this section set up with the bagsters. We don't have any material in them yet. We're working on that this week, but like I said, I just got in these 980 bins. Hey, Diane. And so I've been working, trying to get those up today. If you look over here, you can see we've almost got this section done. When it is filled, I think that one holds 900 and I want to say 980 of the mortar trays or the bus tubs, because we're doing these with the bus tubs. These last 2 sections are the mortar trays right here, and that was simply because we had all these trays and we just didn't want to waste them and save a little money. As those break and tear up, I'll probably just go to the bus pans and just redo that. It's just a matter of, you know, unscrewing them and moving them down. We got Tabitha over here still working on all these, we call them the ladder pieces because they're like ladders. And she's making these pieces right here to the racks. And she's got a pretty good hang of it. We got her a air gun, so she just goes at it. And then you got Michael over here, the builder, and he has done a fantastic job. Hey, Eric. They said, hey, Tabitha. Hey. She said hello. And Michael says hello. But anyway, they have really done a fantastic job. Couldn't have done this without them. I got this new bin, y'all. It's called a Worm Away. And this was patented by Mary Applehoff. And one of the neat things about this, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this before, but inside it has a bar that has holes in it, and it allows air in, and it has these vents right here that those bars go through on the side. And I just think that's a pretty cool setup. And then on the very top it has vents as well. So it's a really nice bin. I really am liking it. The worms seem to really like it. And then we have the worm bucket. You know, that's new. That's Rob and Audrey. They invented it. It's really wonderful for apartments or somebody with 1 to 2 people in the home. And then we started these. These are my newest. I'm using these for breeder bins. I think we're going to sell these locally on Grab and Go, but we may also sell them on our website. We just got to see how that will play out. But I just fed these up, but they are laying cocoons like crazy. And the thing about this is the air really circulates real well in these bags. The moisture's really good in them. You can't overwater them because the water will seep out of them. So you do need them on a surface that's not going to hurt to get wet. So I wouldn't just put them on my floor. If you put them in the floor, you're going to need to have some kind of drain pan to catch any water that runs off of them. But so far, I'm really liking those really well. And then, like I said, these are the mortar trays. And we just got we just got these finished setting up last week. And so let's see. Yes, the concrete work is all done. He finished that up yesterday. He's got a little bit of cleanup still yet to do. But outside of that, he does have it finished. Wow, I can't believe there's 16 of y'all on here. Hi, Dan. Hey, love that you're expanding this way. Great content. Not thank you. How many works I'm starting off with, or worms I'm starting off with? So we are putting a 1/4 pound in the bus pans. I haven't actually totaled that up yet. Actually, how many pounds that'll be, I don't know just yet. I'll need to do some figuring on that one, Dan. We just added this straw in here yesterday, but I was noticing earlier today the worms have started moving up in it. They are doing very well. I'm seeing lots of cocoons. How many mortar trays will the new setup be able to hold? It can hold over 9,000. We are only going to set up 4 sections to begin with. Each section, 2 of the sections will hold a little over 900 each. The other section will hold over 1,000. I'm not exactly sure. I had it all figured up, but I can't keep up with it in my head, but I need to write that down so that I can remember. But it's a lot. A lot. But yeah, I'm really liking this straw. We put this straw in here because, as y'all know, we're in Georgia. It doesn't get real cold here, but it did dip down in the 30s a couple of times this week. So we just added some hay or straw in here to kind of give them a little bit of extra protection. Plus, they just really like it. I try to give them straw and chips and wood chips and stuff like that so that they're happy and content and will throw me lots and lots of cocoons. I have not put the breeder room up this year yet. I do have a couple in here. This was my bin I had at home because I love to have a bin at the house just to have my hands in when I get home because I can't keep my hands out of them. But it got overcrowded, so I had to bring it up here and put it in here. And like I said, this is just my personal bin, and I like to just have my hands in them. This here is all cocoons. I'm going to see if you guys can see the cocoons in this. Look at that. Can't wait for these to start hatching off. I've got some that looks like they're about ready, turning that plum color. But I'm probably going to actually go ahead and put about a cup of each of this in the mortar or in the bus pans and let them hatch there. Or I may turn on the mats and see if I can hatch them off quicker. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. My breeding bins, these are 5 inches deep, and because it's winter time, I filled them with about 2 to 2.5 inches of material. But in the summer, I usually only start off with about 1 inch. But it was, like I said, starting to drop down in the temperature, so I wanted to give them enough room because there is quite a bit of space in between them. The reason we did the space in between them was to be able to water them, feed them, fluff them if we needed to, without having to pull these in and out. We had them where they were all really close together, and you can put a whole lot more on the rack when you're doing that. The only thing is you have to slide each one of these out, and that can be back-breaking work. So we tried to set this up where we could just come along with the water hose. I've got water hose on trolleys, and we'll be able to go through each row and just spray each bed. Feeding them, it's just, you know, lifting and throwing in some feed. We've got, let's see, this, well, I don't say we got, but we've got this section over here, this small section. I have not determined completely what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I want to grow worms here or if I want to put in a few of the air static piles to pre-compost some of the manures and stuff. That's still being debated, or if I want to do it outside. I am going to put one in. I just don't know if I want to do it outside or if I want to have it inside. But we may do it and then in here and then eventually move it outside, because we're going to have so many bins and so many bagsters and all that, you know, we're going to have to work into it, I'm sure, because it's a lot of worms to get all this set up. But so far, I am loving it. It is so much easier to manage. It is a lot. I'm sure it'll be a lot when it comes time to harvest, but it really can't be any worse than a pitchfork and a wheelbarrow. So I think it'll be fine. If I don't answer your questions now, because on the phone, the questions will come up and then they disappear. So I will go back once this is posted and answer all of the questions for you guys so that we don't miss anything. But anyway, I thought I would just look at all these pans. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we just got these in today, and I've got another amount of them ordered. They do like the straw. I don't stir my bins. I used to, but I'm finding that unless you have anaerobic conditions, or you're feeding them too much and you're causing gases, I'm not going to mix these. We'll see how that turns out. But so far, I really haven't had to. I've had these set up now for about 4 weeks. In the old days, I would sift each one of these bins every 21 days. And we still do our Euros, and I'm going to be posting about that probably tonight. But we still do that with our Euros. But with these, we're going to try to see if we can breed these and raise these all in the same bin. But that's going to be a trial, so we'll have to see. It may be that I go back to sifting them. So we'll just have to see how that's going to play out. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here real quick, and just to be sure that I could do this again on Sunday when we have our next Q&A on Picking My Brain, and that will be Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern time and Eastern Standard Time. So we will hopefully get everybody back on, and those that weren't on here today can get to see how this all looks. Yes, AJ, the days go by very fast, very fast. And we're putting about a 1/4 pound of worms in each one of these bus bins. Now the mortar trays, we put about a 1/2 cup or 500 worms. The bus pans, we're doing about 250 or a quarter pound. So, anyway, over here, we do have, thanks AJ, you have a good day too. Thanks Michael. Thanks Susan. If I didn't answer your questions, like I said, I'll go back and answer them. But these all have worms in them. I like having this plastic over them because it does keep the moisture in. But these worms are really liking this straw. They are really staying up in it. It's hard to see them in it though, but I mean, probably can't see it on the camera, but they are really liking it. It's very dark, so see, you can see them. Can you see those worms right there at the top? Let's see if I can get you a handful. There you go. Yes, Eric, these are all 100% red wigglers. Now, we're not selling these just yet because we've got to get our stock up. So it's probably going to be spring. I'm not sure if it'll be early spring or late spring, but we are definitely going to try to have these ready by spring to be selling them. But we did this to help the market out because we know there's just not that many big breeders out there with pure stock. So we're not trying to corner the market on it. We're just trying to help the market. And so hopefully we'll be able to do that. But guys, anyway, thanks for jumping on and joining me. I appreciate that. You guys are so awesome. And I will be back on here Sunday. I may jump on again one day this week once we get some more of these set up and see how things are going. Anyway, thanks, Diane. You guys have a good day. And like I said, I'll answer your questions, what I missed on live. All right, have a good day.